So now welcome, hello, to Swadisthana, our second chakra, located in the center of the pelvic bowl or hips, and physically relating to our reproductive and sexual functions and organs, also just the whole physical area of the hips themselves, lower back, sacrum, genitalia, buttocks, outer, inner hips. This is the water chakra. After our physical earth chakra, water moves like emotions through us. So this is a good second function after we balance legs and feet to get into this very slippery, watery area that gets so tight on so many of us. We sit all day long, or we run or walk as our main motions, and hips really are designed for a full range of movement and flow. So this is a sequence designed to get us flowing and moving and opening up physically at what can get tight on us in a safe manner. Some of us get a little loose, so we need to learn a safe way of using the hips. And also a safe place for us to open up our emotions and feel things, even sexuality, sensuality. It's also good movements to do to help with our actual reproduction. So to get pregnant or while we're pregnant, it's good for the hormonal changes going on in our bodies if we're experiencing those. And in general, just to sort of get us through the hormonally changed feelings we have from emotional experiences. We'll be starting with diamond legs, so our feet are in front of us, maybe 18 inches further from the groin than traditional Baddha Konasana. And with your hands on your lap, you can just be making wide circles. Just some nice exhale back, inhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. One direction sweeping long and deep, and then the other way. Exhale forward, inhale back. Getting deep in there, getting a good groove and rhythm. It's just kind of lubricating the joints here. Getting some movement happening. So go in, get deep, make it feel good. Big sweeping circles. As far forward, far back, and to the sides as you can. Come right back to center. As you get ready, we're going to bring ourselves to a table position. Anytime you're in a tabletop, if you want to use a blanket on your knees, it might be more comfortable on your knees. It's just an option for comfort. Knees should be under hips, wrists under shoulders. And then we'll lift the right knee and just make some big sweeping circles from the hip with the right leg. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Again, dig in there, get movement, get flow. And make some circles go in the opposite direction. Wide, deep. When you're making circles, you're just kind of going with it, but really go with it. Go deep. Do some with the other leg, so your left leg lifts out to the side, and big sweeping circles. Getting movement happening. Hips can get very stiff, so this is a great way to just kind of, while your circles now go the opposite way, you're getting some space in there, some movement, some flow. Nice. All right, and then from there, we're going to come all the way up to standing. Just putting the blanket off to the side. Stretch the legs out wide, about the distance of wrists over heels. But then bend your elbows, palms up. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the knees, bend elbows with a ha sound as you come down, exhaling. So you'll be wanting to keep your knees tracking directly over the heels. Even look down at them, make sure you're doing that so the knees stay safely positioned. But your thighs will be pressing back as you bend down. Ha. These are goddess squats. Go ahead, feel powerful, like you've got lightning bolts in your hands. As you exhale down, inhale up. Motion happening, going deep, really open out. Then bring yourself together, hands at the heart. Take a moment, be present. Come to the front of your mat and step your left leg way back behind you, heel to heel alignment. As you bend your right knee, make sure it stays tracking over your heel, maybe getting the thigh somewhat parallel to the floor. Your left heel is lifted but pressing back, and you're working towards pushing your left hip forward with the right. Straighten, bend for a moment, and then straighten your back leg so it really is straight. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Once more, bend and straighten. And then from here, keep pressing. Place your hands on your hips and step back to the front of your mat. Then step right leg back, heel lifted. If you're ready, you can use your hands to kind of press the buttocks down and back, lifting your hip points in front. As you bend, left knee directly over ankle. Arms lift, rotating externally from the outer arms. And again, bending the knee. Exhaling down, inhale, straight, straight, straight. This will work the back of your legs, hip flexors. Gaze can stay steady in front. Doing lots of movement in the hips to try to dig into those deep places where we get stagnant. It's like water gets stagnant when it's not moving. And step back to the front. Take a breath. And then again, left leg back, right leg forward. But this time your back foot can be at a slight angle with the heel down. And really press into the outside edge of the pinky side of that back foot. We're going to do some dynamic shifts between Virabhadrasana 1 and Virabhadrasana 2. And if you put your hands inside your thighs as you roll out, inhale, out, and then you bring your hands around the outside to press back. You can feel the opening and closing, that the muscles work used in going from Vira 1 in the front to Vira 2 externally out. You'll want to keep your right knee tracking over your heel carefully. So you need to press it back the whole time. It needs to stay absolutely straight, unmoving. And this is movement we're getting hips warmed up, but we don't want to force the knee into positions it doesn't want to be. Step back to the front of your mat and switch sides, right leg back, left knee forward. Now that knee's not going to move from being right over your heel. Your hands can come to the insides of your hips. You feel like the muscles are opening as you go out. Opening out into Vira 2 legs, and then around the back, you feel those muscles sweeping and working to bring you into the Vira 1. So this is working both sides of the legs. And the hands are a great way of feeling which muscles are engaged in this process. It shouldn't be your ankles, it shouldn't be your knees. It's just those thigh muscles. You can keep their hands there if that's working for you, being viscerally feeling that. Or if you want to add the Vira 1 arms up as you come forward, out as you rotate out. That's optional. But do it with your breath, inhaling, reaching, facing forward. And then exhale, let's step back to the front of the mat, hands at the heart. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, step back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Heels press down, thighs press back. Lengthen through the spine. and then shift into plank pose, shoulders over wrists. Let's lower the knees, just to step the right leg forward in a low lunge. Knee over heel. Blocks for your hands can work here. It's a nice way to just get a little more space between your torso and your thigh. And we'll bring our hands to the inside of that right leg, maybe even down on blocks for a form of lizard pose. So you can go ahead keeping your hands straight up. You can go ahead keeping your hands on blocks. If your flexibility allows and you want to bring your forearms all the way down to the mat, that's okay. Another option is lifting the back leg, as I'm doing here. But note that that involves more core and maybe less concentration on the hips. So when the knee's down, you can really just feel that deep outer hip, inner hip stretch through the right side. Try to keep both points of the hips level. So there's a temptation to sink into the left leg and lift that left hip a little bit so it stays level with the right. Your 5 toes should be pressing back evenly through that back leg. This is when we're holding. After all that movement and lubricating we're doing, now it's like the deep excavation. We're going in deep. Just holding it for a little bit to really feel the effects of this deep joint work. Since the joint in the hip is so deep, it takes a little time to get in there. Nice. You can lift up off your back leg, step, and lift the right leg all the way up and back into down dog. Wiggling if you like, refreshing yourself. Inhale, lift left leg. Step that one all the way forward, or in any way that works best for you. And bringing your hands to the inside of the left foot. You can wiggle that left foot to the edge of your mat, so you've got lots of space. Hands can be up on blocks here. Bring the back knee down. These are all options. Bringing your forearms down onto blocks or onto the floor. You can bring your forearms to the mat. Remember this option of lifting the back leg. Big knee. We'll make it a little more core intensive, but since we're focusing on hips right now, you might just want to keep the back knee down. Be with some nice deep breaths. It's challenging to hold a pose for a while, and the way to get through it is to focus on the breathing, especially exhales, relaxing, releasing, letting go with every exhale, getting us deeper into the pose. Stay with it. By staying with it, try to stay with it mentally, right? The mind tends to want to wander, think about things you're going to do later in the day or stuff from the past. Try to just stay in the present with your experience of the sensation you're feeling, of your breath in this moment. And that'll actually make it easier rather than when the mind wanders, then the body tends to make the experience more intense to ask you to come back. Be coming out of it as we feel ready, lifting the left leg all the way up, lowering, shaking out, wiggling. And slowly we can walk the feet to meet the hands. We're going to come into Malasana, squat pose. So it's fine to sit on a block in this. It's also fine if your heels start to rise up. It's important that we don't have the heels hanging out in the air. So if your heels are not on flat against the mat, you'll want to put a blanket under them. They can be a little bit duck-shaped, toes wider than heels. If you're feeling okay without the block, you don't need one, but it may be better for your knees. Listen to the knees in this pose. All this work of keeping the heels against something and maybe sitting on a block as well is to really protect the knees. You'll want more weight in your heels and your knees in line with the second toes. Firm your outer hips to the midline, so you're working them. Let's do it dynamically. Inhale, lift and straighten your legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Any pace you like, though. I'm going kind of fast. You can stay fast if you like. Make it slower, but inhale as your lifts, exhale lowering. And this is some powerful work as well. Do it with your breathing. It'll help you keep going. In this dynamic version now, we're not so focused on the perfect alignment. You can really just be in the movement and allow the body, since we set it up so carefully to begin with, it should probably be pretty close. This, in addition to the good, strong hip work does, is actually can help one lose weight. It's good activating action. Helps move out stuck stuff, which is a real problem with second chakra. Things accumulate, build, kind of mold, stuck water, right? So this is the water chakra. We need it moving. And this is a vigorous way of really releasing stuff. Nice work. Relax here in Uttanasana. You can grab opposite elbows, spread the legs comfortable distance, even keep a softness in your knees. Head just dangles. And shake it out a little if you like, or any kind of little gentle weaving motions that feel good. Relaxing, let go. Breathe with it. And cross opposite elbows if you like. And then let's inhale halfway up, all the way up, arms up over your head. Exhale, hands to heart. Step the feet together, Tadasana. Feel the effects of your work. Be present and breathe. So we'll do some seated poses. Generally, it's good to sit on a blanket. Maybe just your tailbone, but a little bit of something. So you've got put some lift in your lower back. And spread your legs maybe 80% of your capacity. It doesn't have to be as wide as possible. But your heels in line with your balls of your feet. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, lower. Take a moment, just walk your hands back. Lift the heart. Walk forward, and then inhale, lift right leg, arm, and stretch long to the right. Long through your right waist as well as the left ribs. Straighten the arm. Come up. Exhale, left side. Stretch and lengthen. Breathe deep. Press down through your thighs. Descend through your femur bones. Press evenly through both buttock bones. Press outer thighs up, down, and as you draw the sacrum towards the pubis, and we're doing a little stretch to the right side, leaning over it. It's fine to keep the knees slightly bent, or maybe using a strap to grab your toes here. Relax your shoulders. Try to keep lengthening through the spine. That's why the knee bend is fine, so you can get a little more length in the spine. Walk your fingers forward so you're staying low, and all the way over to the left leg. Again, using a strap to hold the foot is okay. Don't scrunch up your shoulders to try to reach it. Stay low with your spine. Relax and breathe. Keep drawing down through your buttocks bone. Just breathe a little bit longer. Keep the feet flexed. Balls of feet over the heels. They'll tend to want to start to fall out or in. Keep them upright, and let's walk to the center. And in the center, you might want to hit a block for your head. You notice that the block can be at different heights. You can pick a block. You can even pile up a couple blocks. It's also fine to bend your knees. So we're going to relax into this pose a little bit. And again, we want lower back length. So bending the knees, if the hamstrings are tight, will help us keep the length in the lower back. You can walk your hands out in front of you. Keep your feet flexed. Breathe here. Releasing every exhale is relaxing you deeper into the pose. Your inhales happen naturally. Exhales are lengthened. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Feel the effects. And Baddha Konasana. Now, this version, we're bringing our feet quite close to the groin, as close as they'll go. And then peel the feet open like a little book. Pinky toes closer, big toes wider apart. And then I'll peel your knees open. If your knee's bothering you in this pose, you can put blocks under them. You never want to feel any strain. Sometimes when they're out in space, they can feel a little strained. Bring hands to the heart. Breathe here, pressing tailbone to the ground. Roll the inner thighs towards the outer thighs. Draw your sacrum towards your pubis as you lift the hip points to your chest. You can also walk your fingers out in front, making it more of a forward bend, but keep that action of the sacrum, that's the lowest part of the spine, pressing towards your pubis, and that's helping you lift the hip points up towards your chest. That'll help you keep that lower back lengthened as we maybe lean forward a little bit. Here's another one where, if you like, you could use blocks for your head. That's if you can keep the lower back long in this. For a lot of us, we'll want to stay more upright so that we don't strain the lower back. If you're keeping the lower back long, you can relax your head here, neck and shoulders. Again, this is held long after all that strong movement we did. So now the pose, the movement's worked its magic. We're just letting the body unfold now. Come up really slowly, carefully. And we'll do some pigeon variations. Ekapada Raja Kopatasana. If you practice the reclining forward pigeon, you're welcome to at this time. I'm going to lead us in the reclined version. So lying on your back, you can bend your knees and bring your right foot over the left knee. Shoulders to the ground. Reaching your arms around, like thread the needle around that left thigh. Keep the lower back on the ground. Turn the inner thigh of your front leg towards the outer thigh as you lift the inner thigh of the back leg towards the ceiling. If your heels are flexed, you get more stretch in this. You can keep gently pressing that left knee forward. It will give you a little more stretch. And as you're ready, you can release that pose and then bring left foot over right. Wrap hands around the right thigh. Keep pressing sacrum, lower back flat against the ground. Flex your heels. Breathe deep. Every breath you take is making the pose a little bit deeper, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more present in this moment. Rather than distracting us as we get bored in the pose, try to keep finding new things, new sensations, or just reminders to return to your breath and the experience of exhaling. Now that affects your body, with the inhales taking care of themselves. Relax and settle into the pose. Be present. The work with the mind is almost more important than the work with the body as we hold these poses. Let's come out gently. We can windshield wiper our knees from side to side. Twisting and then hugging knees to chest. Apanasana. Take a moment of Shavasana. You're welcome to pause the tape so you're in Shavasana longer. Or if you're ready to come up for some breathing and meditation, find yourself a nice seat. Could be on a blanket, could be on a chair. I'm just doing a comfortable cross-legged position for me, but whatever position is comfortable for you, draw the first two fingers down. pointer and middle fingers, your thumb, ring finger, and pinky are all up. Use that to press your thumb against the right nostril as you exhale and inhale through the left nostril. That's our feminine lunar side, the left nostril. And as you breathe through just that one side, it will bring deeply, deeply relaxing energy to cool, calm, soothe the whole body. If it's too intense, sometimes an overabundance of relaxation can lead towards depression or lethargy. So if you're finding you've overdone the left side, you should take a few breaths out of the right side. I'm emphasizing the left for Swadisthana right now, as it is the same energy as Swadhisthana. The moon rules Swadhisthana, second chakra. And take a few minutes feeling the effects of that deeply relaxing, cooling breath. And now, with your eyes closed, imagine you've just come home and greeting you at the door is an adorable little puppy or kitten or child, something that you love. And imagine the smile on your face you feel with that adorable greeting. So that smile can start to travel down through your body. And as you feel it in your face, imagine what your face would feel like with that little smile. Think about the corners of your mouth, how they would feel, your cheeks, your forehead, even your ears and the crown of your head. As if you had that just natural smile. How it would feel in the jaw, down into your neck, how those muscles would respond, down into your shoulders, shoulder blades in the back, and your chest in front, all released, warmed by smile. Your whole chest down through your front body and abdomen, down through the back body, spine, ribs, down into your hips, the whole pelvis, feeling smile, feeling relaxed, joyful, traveling down your arms, upper arms, elbows, forearms, hands, down into your, after you go back to your hips, down into your thighs, knees, calves, feet. Every part of you enlivened by smile. You can imagine after all, each little toe feels the smile in you. You can start to feel it in the inside body. So now feel the smile traveling along through the veins of your blood, through the red blood cells, white blood cells. Every part of you moving, seeping, traveling through your whole body, every limb. You feel the traveling feeling of a smile and a warmth, a light and a joy, and all through your muscular system, and through all the joints and the organs, through your brain, through your lungs and heart, liver, stomach, eliminative and regenerative organs, all of them smiling, feeling just light, warm, even down into your bones, the marrow of your bones, and through your whole electrical system of nerves and impulses shooting through like little shots of electricity, point to point, all through your nadis and energetic system. So deeper even than our physical bodies, the smile will travel to our energetic bodies, the body made of emotions and thoughts, feelings and memories, all feeling the smile energy. And deeper still into our causal, eternal body, the body that was here with us as we were born, will be with us as we die. Our eternal body feeling this smile at all levels. Just take a few minutes feeling it in every tiniest point, cell of your being. And let's take a nice long exhale. And just allow your eyes to open halfway, finding a little spot on the floor in front of you. You can allow your eyes to open a little bit more, taking in a little bit more of the room. Slowly bring your hands together at your heart. Let's exhale. Inhale with a nice big Om. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me with Swadisthana Chakra today.